You must be tactful. Okay. Apparently tentacles and diamonds are gold's best friend. I already knew that. We had this discussion about tentacle-based objects that will not be repeated. What is that? A cryptic close-range ring. Anyway. Tentacles can do a lot of useful things, you know? Like, grip things and other such activities. We did it! We got a jeweler.
Thank you very much.
Have you guys seen those, I guess they're technically fake, the, like the manufactured diamonds from, I think, China? Is where they're from? Welcome back, X. The ones that the people are having difficulty differentiating between those and like the actual real diamonds. Except they don't cost a small fortune and don't involve the murder of people, but you know. Someone over here is lit up. This is probably Glaucus. Oops.
Hey.
I am busy. There he is. Lovely camera view. Can we get super diamonds now with 2 months pay? You could just, you know, not do the 2 months pay thing that they made up to sell you diamonds that aren't actually that valuable or worth that much. I know how much everyone likes diamonds, but come on now, there's much better stones out there that don't have artificial prices. I shall use my secret talent.
Oh.
Sensual dancing? Ah, cookery. Same thing. A cutty fish. Again, I don't believe I have a cutty fish, so... Yeah, diamonds are not a rare rock substance. Actually, let's make sure we don't have a cutty fish before we leave. We don't have them, okay. Moving on, where is this island that I'm supposed to... Oh, it's that island, okay. Like, I don't know the name of most of the ones that I've seen, but they're very pretty stones that you can actually get. Or rings or necklaces or whatever. Since when did healers have ridiculously long queues for expert? Who still does expert?
Alright.
That's probably part of your problem right there. I just cap in Eureka. I don't actually need to cap, but you know, I've been capping because of Eureka. Opals. Opals are lovely. I like opals. and getting your SO capped. I'd still do Eureka. Alright, we're gonna have to fight stuff on our way up here because this stuff isn't blue. Well, we can skirt around some of it. Even when Expert was the way to cap your stuff because Eureka didn't exist, I still didn't do it, but that's just because I hate Expert. Like, everyone, like when people point out, you know, the new stuff isn't very fun to them, they're always like, we lost an Expert dungeon for this, and do people actually like the dungeons more than like a run? Because I don't. And then like once they're not Expert anymore, no one runs them at all. So they may as well not exist. I'd rather have other stuff get made. How do I go where I desire to go around here? Anyway, see ya, Gorse. What did you type here? Hold on. Thanks for hanging out, by the way. You procrastinated all of last week and now have only done... Or you'll have 1 week to create a prototype for a website. How complicated does the website need to be? Because you could make a website in a week. Especially if you just need to fill it with, you know, lorem ipsum. Primarily, anyway. When this came out, she forgot FF14 existed. This is fair. If you're on the Aether data center, I have an ult that will eventually need to get leveled up in Eureka if you haven't done Eureka yet. If you're not on the Aether data center, well, you know. I should have taken the opportunity when I could. It was a waste of that ability. I should have taken the opportunity when Balmung was open to transfer my character to it. But I was indecisive and then it closed, like immediately again, so... Has to be able to create an account and lists, save some things on databases. Oh. It might take a while. I believe in you though, this is the wrong way. Wait, is it? This is the right way. This is the right way. I'm so, like, confused. There's a cave down there. See, now I need to know what's in that cave. God damn it. Does this count as a cave? Probably not. I actually really can't. Ow! I can't wait for them for the 3.45 patch with more Eureka stuff. You think FF14 will become WoW, where people get nostalgia lashes? It already does. It already happens. That's not a cave. That's just a funny-looking rock. You buffoon. People already get nostalgia about how FF14 is, like, changed. How it was so much more fun during A Realm Reborn and stuff, even though A Realm Reborn, like, objectively, compared to what we have now, is actually just kind of bad. Compared to 1.0, A Realm Reborn was amazing. But, like, you know, 2.0 is kind of bad. I played the dickens out of it, but it was still kind of bad, so...
Shall we?
Your roommate's apparently starving. Make her some pancakes if you're still here. I'd go for some pancakes. I want pancakes, actually. It may have been overkill, but it looked cool. Yeah, it's just a people thing. People always get nostalgia about old versions of things that they think are better than they actually are. Because sure, you know, everyone was having a great time when A Realm Reborn came out. And then patch 2.1 came out. What is that thing back there? Here's patch 2.1 came out. That was a great patch. It was like 7 months after release or something stupid though. But it was a great patch and everyone loved it. But like, there was almost nothing to do in the original game. If you wanted tomes for gear, which would have been Darklight at that point, you had to farm either, I think it was Praetorium people did, which is where the speedrun of Praetorium came from, or Wanderer's Palace like 40 times a week to cap your tombs, because there were no roulettes. There was no alternate way to get pieces of gear. You had to get Darklight, and then you would get your Darklight and go into Coil when that released. Because you couldn't go into Coil without Darklight. What is this? What does that mean? I don't... What? Waffles greater than pancakes? No. Waffles are not greater than pancakes. You just need to make better pancakes. I don't know what that thing means. You need a spell to understand them. Oh. I'll never remember to come back here with a spell. Generally MMOs do get better over time, but people will always like the old stuff. Usually for reasons totally unrelated to the game. It's usually like a social thing. The memories people have of, like, this is the same for WoW. The memories people have of the early version is the people, primarily, more so than the game. Which is fine. Gonna do this for a while. I'll get him, don't worry. Got him. With WoW Classic coming out, I'm curious how many people will actually enjoy it. It depends on how classic they go. There is limitations to how classic they're gonna go. They're not gonna make it, you know, an 800 by 600 resolution with a fixed UI sort of thing for sure. They'll probably make doing the raids and organizing raids simpler. Doing dungeons simpler, that sort of thing. It's not gonna be just raw classic WoW, because ain't nobody gonna play that. Not for long anyway. You were the same in FF14 when the group you played with stopped and it became rather boring after. Yeah, that's actually why I dropped my sub in FF14 for a while. Because the people I played with stopped. The reason I actually came back to FF14 was because of Plump Helmet Punk. Level 34, ew. Plump actually started putting up videos of FF14. So I came back to play with him. And then we did all of Coil and stuff. That's not the noise that creature should have made, but alright.
Excuse me!
You've seen most of them? I wouldn't say I've seen most of them, but I've seen a lot of them. He streams too, but he also streams like super late for me. You do wonder if they'll include dungeon and raid queues. I'm pretty sure they will. If they don't, that's gonna put a lot of people off of it, which is gonna make it harder to even get people. Because people have grown so used to, people have gotten so used to the modern conveniences of dungeon queues and stuff. Ow. I couldn't see, so I couldn't dodge. The scantily clad hoe. That's rude. I'm reading chat, don't mind me. No, they cancelled. Oh, she's on the ground. As long as you stay there while they're casting. Which I think they cancelled for some reason. That was rather strange. They cancelled and disappeared. They're actually just gone. Oh, they're back. Oh, my butt. You think the raid and dungeon finder thing people don't want in a classic? Because it made people socialize and that's what they like. That's actually a thing with Eureka, is people socialize in it as opposed to dungeon runs. Which is nice. But you gotta admit, people have been heavily spoiled by having a dungeon and a raid queue system. And it's gonna be hard to convince people to play classic WoW over regular WoW for anything longer than like a couple of weeks. I do wish people would socialize more, but also, you know, if I'm just doing a dungeon, I don't actually want to most of the time. If I'm doing something more casual, yeah, I'll socialize. Passes the time and stuff. A lot of private servers disable the matchmaking. What's that one private server that's really popular? Well, I don't know if it still runs because Blizzard told them all to stop. Yeah, I have the same thought idea that Zev has. You'll have the super hardcore people that'll stay there with some degree of their rose-tinted glasses probably, but it's gonna push a lot of the new players, because WoW's audience is not the same audience that it was when it came out. It's the same thing with FF14. FF14 and WoW have very similar audiences, and it leans way heavy towards the more casual people that, you know, don't have a lot of time to play. They just sort of show up, play for an hour. They don't want to have to find a group or whatever. Yes, it was nice. I played very briefly on that. I haven't actually played much WoW. I played, well, played is I guess a loose term, I suppose, but I played level cap and Mists of Pandaria. But I got to level cap via abusing like the recruit a friend XP bonus and stuff like that, so I got level cap really fast.
Shall we?
But that was the last time I played. That does so little damage. Master... Hello, roommate. I can't believe this is what this has turned into. Also know how much longer you're streaming? You might go to the store. I'll probably be streaming for at least another couple hours or something. So quite a while. You're pretty casual, so you like the matchmaking. That and you suck at socializing? Me too. Probably didn't get far in FF14. You really need to find friends in an MMO. Like, sure, you can solo. FF14 is probably one of the more soloable MMOs. But you should really have friends, otherwise, you know, it gets real boring. No one to talk to, share achievements with, and stuff like that. But I understand. Making friends is hard. You could always join one of those huge FCs that always puts out the advertisements and shout chat and stuff, but, you know. Got all the little kids at the event. You could tell, oh my god. You got everyone to call him Master? What have I created? I've created a monster. Is there anything in here? Apparently not. Oh man, a milky crystal. Something mastered. Can I have your milky crystal? Face question mark? WoW is decent to play alone nowadays. Oh, that's true, I haven't played it in a while. WoW also does have the advantage of having like 80 trillion billion people playing it. FF doesn't have quite that many. Well, that seemed effective. I honestly would give WoW another try if, you know, paying for 2 sub-based MMOs wasn't a problem. You joined a few FCs, but usually they either die or you get drowned in 1,000 messages. You're not wrong. My FC is just... it's like me, friends, and another raid group is basically all my FC is, so... You asked for a crystal and he yelled at the streamer. This is the life he has chosen. Question mark. Ow, fuck. Oh, there's a freaking incarnate over there, I didn't even see him. Come here, fool. Come back, stop dodging. I'm out of mana. God damn it. Why are they so fast? Why do they have a knockdown ability? You think this game is worth it? I think it is. Where'd it go? Oh, it's over there. Or water salesman. Yeah. Just prancing around. I think the game's pretty fun. It's easy as hell, though. Also doesn't let me jump off of cliffs occasionally, which is rather disappointing. But it is easy as hell if you want something that's not basically a joke. Using water and fire on a water sprite. Look, we only have so many elements. Leave me alone. Look what we got. Oh. Someone just shot a fucking laser through there. We need thunder weapons and stuff. We need more elemental weapons in general. Is there a difficulty setting? Nope. There is... The only difficulty setting I have found is an option to make skirmish battles harder. But those are optional side quest things. Which give you basically no reward, but hey, they're there, I guess. I think I've done like 6 in 15 hours of gameplay or something. Oh, hello, pardon me, coming through. Lovely fish you got there. There are mods that make it harder. Are people already modding this? I should actually check that. Wait, why am I talking to you? That's...
Oh, please come again.
No, I don't want to. Go away. If people are already making mods for it, then yeah, there will be mods to make everything more difficult.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, I hope our Kingmaker looks cool at some point.
If I may be so bold.
If I may be so bold. Never darken my door again. That's always something you want to hear from a woman. Going with them to the store, have fun. That's terrible.
Yeah.
You too possible free person. Howling Bark has no master. Why don't you join our kingdom and sing for us? And then if you leave, we'll take your voice away. Question mark. Quest completed. Alright. Let's go to Goldpaw and turn in the quests we have finished. And then we'll go back to Evermore, put people in buildings, and then I guess fuck off to the new kingdom that we have to visit for this story. Man, if anyone watches this on YouTube, they're gonna enjoy the, what is this, 2 hours of side quests. Oop. Hold on. Question mark. Which didn't like that, apparently. Anyway. You should be able to type now. It bans you like 6 different times. That's not how that works. That's the cheat engine for them, isn't it? How the hell did they make cheat engine make the game harder? Actually, look at the map. There's one on the left, one there, one up north. I don't think I can finish the one up north. We'll just talk to all of them. Cheat engine is a fantastic tool, but like the instant you mention it, everyone just assumes you're cheating with it.
Hey.
Hey.
Do you have any advice for me?
Golly.
Huh?
Maybe Roland is Evan's father. Oh, they altered the enemy values. Oh. I have to investigate it. That's probably a temporary thing, isn't it? It should only be active when cheat engine is running, and then when it's not, it reverts back to normal. So I could fairly easily investigate that. Although it's strange that it only affects the damage the mobs do. Although it's probably like vastly superior to lowering the player damage. Arf, 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 arf. I'll have to. I wonder what the file system for this game looks like. You can mod in